Here we are, another week, another video, another place. Today it's Minsmere in Suffolk. I'm now inside Bittern Hyde, which I just showed you, and this is the view looking across to Sizewell. So just sitting and waiting and hoping a bittern will appear. Everybody's hoping to see a bittern, so it's very busy in this hide this morning. But we're lucky enough to have a volunteer guide in here telling us what all the various wildlife are.
Give you sort of an idea of why this does this. There we go. So a hunting bird is just...
I've just heard somebody say they've spotted a bittern.
They're not great birds like buzzards.
As yet, I can't see it myself, but there's two little channels and I was looking down the wrong one. There is indeed a bittern right in front of the bird hide. If you look at its chest area, it sort of swishes its feathers from side to side. And the guide has just said that its beak is starting to turn a cobalt blue for the breeding season. All the seats are presently taken and it's standing room only. And there are several standing. Word soon gets around that the bittern is about. A bittern is a shy bird and it likes to spend most of its time hidden in the reed beds. They like to eat eels and other fish, and their plumage is brilliant camouflage amongst the reeds. They have the ability to stand motionless for long periods of time, so that enables them to go undetected from any predators.
In natural life for some reason.
The reserve here at RSPB Minsmere is 2,500 acres, and it's in Suffolk, along the Suffolk coast. Over 5,800 different species of wildlife have been recorded here. Today, there's a vast network of footpaths and trails, and there's 8 bird hides as well. In the 14th century, Minsmere was just a very small village with just 10 properties. By the 16th century, all those properties had been lost to coastal erosion. The RSPB purchased this site in 1977. 10 years later, the Great Storm of 1987 destroyed 3,000 trees in one night.
With this slightly improved light, you can see the cobalt blue bill much clearer. That's a male. Is it still? It's within the reeds. It's at the back they're doing the silver and brown stripy bit. Yeah, yeah. Good, isn't it?
from where I'm sat in the bird hide. This bird, perched on the tree, is a very long way away from me. I tried to film it lots, but I couldn't use the footage because it was so blurred. This is just about passable to use.
It was good. So it was a good release. I'd have to just find someone that's actually I like to make it in person.
Dotted about all over the site are various people walking past, investigating, chatting, holding clipboards, wearing white hats. All to do with Sizewell C and the building of that structure. How close to this reserve the building would be, I've no idea. Construction of the new power station began in 2024 and it's due to be completed by the mid-2030s. This group of people actually had a person dressed in diving gear. He was the one with the white hat on. Just spotted this little deer walking down the track. I think I'm going to leave this hide for now and I'm going to take you and show you the conic ponies instead. They're Polish ponies and they like to be in the wet soil, wet ground area. That's what they thrive in. Conic ponies are semi-wild and they are used as conservation grazers. It's the weekend, so whichever bird hide you go in, there are always going to be other people. So it's not like it's been all through winter where I've been the only person perhaps in a hide and it's nice and quiet. There's lots of other people about now. Now the weather's getting a bit warmer. So I've got to learn to share the bird hide with other people now. They do have some rather large bird hides here. Brilliant place here at Minsmere. So I'm just switching bird hides once again and walking through the woods where there are some lovely muntjac deer. Several people in the woods as well. I'm not sure what's happened to his fur. I wonder if he's been in a fight.
Oh, yeah.
Squirrel behind it. So I've left the woods and I'm now in the reception area walking through to go to the cafe. Outside reception are some bird feeders and the deer have learnt if they hang around they can pick up all the seed that falls to the ground. I'm just using this as an example, but on a far muddier path than this with thick mud and waterlogged grass edges and some brambles at the side. Well, it wasn't my finest hour. Guess what I did? Yes, you guessed it. I fell over. I'm muddy, my clothes are wet. I'm as far away from the car as you could possibly be here. And I have to stay like that for the rest of the day. But I have now arrived at the furthest away bird hide overlooking this lake. I can't remember the name of the bird hide because at this point I'm feeling a bit sorry for myself. Oh my goodness, I was covered. I had a handful of thorns. Not great. Not great. But I was fine, absolutely fine, not injured, other than the thorns in my hand. Well, and my knee. I think all of me landed on my knee and my hip. I was perfectly fine the next day. It's very relaxing just sitting in one of these bird hides, watching and listening to the various ducks, geese, birds, swans, or just watching people way over in the distance. Over that hill is where the sea is. Just chill at the moment. It's certainly a very popular place for the birds to all be in winter. I love how the geese always announce their arrival, as if to say, make way for us. I didn't realise I'd taken as many photos as I have done today. I hope you like them. It's mainly water droplets because when I first got here, it was very foggy and misty. The brown is actually a type of fungi. This fungi I found in the woods where all the deer were. It's actually a mauve type of colour. I've not seen this type of fungi before, but I can't help thinking whatever it would look like under a microscope. I bet it looks absolutely fascinating. Quite a long video today, so thank you for getting this far through it. I hope you've enjoyed Minsmere. I had an absolutely wonderful time, despite falling over. So, that's it for this week. I'm not sure where I'll be next week, but I'll try and find somewhere nice for you. Take care. Bye.